Let you all open all your three eyes. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
In this sacred manual of power manifestation, which serves as a scriptural authority containing the Shastra Pramanas, eternal unchangeable truths, Apta Pramanas, Atma Pramanas, Sakshi Pramanas, and Prataksha Pramanas, we present to you the various powers of Paramashiva. By this, we place before humanity the supreme authenticity of the power manifestation science established by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagat Guru Mahasanidhanam, His Divine Holiness Nithyananda Paramashivam. Paramashiva has systematically revealed these powers in their purest forms as various techniques and revelations to experience pure oneness with Paramashiva. As a direct experience of oneness with Paramashiva, his Shaktis powerfully manifest in an initiated being at different levels of human consciousness, physicality, physiology, psychology, and neurology permanently. We offer these power manifestation manuals to celebrate your experience of oneness with the Supreme Paramashiva. Nithyanandam.
Nithyanandam, Jnana Paddhati Manual, under the guidance of Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagadguru Mahasanidhanam, His Divine Holiness, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam. Let's start with the Sadguru Vandanam. Nithyanandam Paramasukadam Kevalam Jnanamurtim Dvandvatitam Gaganasadusham Tattvamasyaadilakshya Ekam Nityam Vimalamachalam Sarvadi Sakshi Bhutam Bhavatitam Trigunarahitam Sadgurum Tam Namami. Let's go through the disclaimers. Security measures. No photography, video, audio recording. Important cautions. Please be aware of the important cautions. What is power manifestation? Let's hear from Bhagavan himself explaining what is power manifestation.
All the 25 states of consciousness, when they happen in you, due to your chemicals and hormones ups and downs, it is powerlessness. When it happens in you out of your free will and consciousness, it is powerfulness. That's all. When you fall into sleep, it is powerlessness. When you enter into sleep, it is powerfulness. When you fall into dream, it is powerlessness. When you decide to dream, it is powerfulness. So I have added the ultimate powerfulness, Turiyatita, in your whole being and doing. Manifest all the powers. Understand, power manifestation is nothing but cognitive shift. It is not work. It is cognitive shift. Understand? It is just cognitive shift. It's not work. Work is a 4-letter word. Power manifestation is cognitive shift, playing with life, playing with being alive. Static matter, dynamic activity, strategic existence, all these three has no boundary. You are one with it. You are alive in everything. Everything listens to you. Everything decides as you want. Power manifestation is cognitive shift, raising your frequency, not work.
Now let's understand who is Paramashiva. Bhagavan himself has beautifully explained the Paramashiva in all of us.
Paramashiva does manifestation, maintenance, rejuvenation, pulling out of delusion and liberation. He resides in his supreme Paramashiva Swarupa as Ajomuha or Adhomuha, unborn, beyond form, formlessness. Is Paramashiva Swarupa. That Paramashiva Swarupa manifests with these 5 faces as Sadashiva, Tatpurusha, Vamadeva, Ahora, Satyojata, Ishana. 5 faces he manifests and does the Panchakritya, Srishti, manifestation, Sthiti, sustenance, Samhara, rejuvenation, Trobhava, pulling out of delusion, Anugraha, liberation. Understand? He does all these 5 jobs. Through these 5 phases. Now listen carefully. Tatpurusham, Vamadevam, Satyojatam, Ahoram, Ishanam. These 5 phases does Panchakrityas. Each phase, each dimension is not just one F-A-C-E phase, P-H-A-S-E phase. It's not just F-A-C-E, P-H-A-S-E. Understand? The creation, not just creation getting created, even sustenance need to be created, destruction need to be created, and pulling out of delusion need to be created, liberation need to be created. Then creation, manifestation need to be maintained. Maintenance, sthiti itself need to be maintained. Destruction, samhara, the rejuvenation need to be sustained, maintained when it is happening. Pulling out of delusion, trobhava, need to be maintained when it is happening. And anugraha, liberation, need to be maintained when it is happening. Those micromilliseconds when it is happening. So understand, Satyojata Murti as 5 phase, Ishana Murti as 5 phase, Vamadeva Murti as 5 phase, Agora Murti has 5 phase, Tatpurusha Murti has 5 phase. So, Tatpurusha Murti has his 5 phase, Agora Murti has his 5 phase, Vamadeva Murti has his 5 phase, Satyojata Murti has his 5 phase, Ishana Murti has his 5 phase. All these 5 Murtis, 5 phases put together is 25 phases of Mahasadashiva.
Bhagavan beautifully explained Paramashiva. Now, who is His Divine Holiness, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam? Let's hear from Bhagavan himself. Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagadguru Mahasannidhanam, His Divine Holiness, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam, is a reviver of Kailasha, the ancient Enlightenment civilization, the great cosmic borderless nation. Is an avatar from and is a supreme pontiff of Hinduism. His Divine Holiness, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam, has made science of our manifestation, yoga, temple-based university for humanity, Sovereign Order of Kailasha, led by His Divine Holiness, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam, and Nithyananda Order of Monks, Nuns, Hindu diasporas, are working for global peace to give superconscious breakthrough to humanity. Nithyananda Hindu University, world's largest with extended campus in 150 countries, is collecting, organizing, preserving, time capsuling, decoding, spreading, and reviving 20 million source books of Hinduism and 64 sacred arts, science like Ayurveda, music, dance, sculpting, astrology, Vastu, and many more. His Divine Holiness, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam, is 293rd Guru Mahasannidhanam of Shamalapita Sarvanyapita, ancient apex body of Hinduism and present emperor of Suryavamsa Surangi Swamrajyam. His Divine Holiness, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam, has survived the worst persecution of multiple assassination attempts on person and character by anti-Hindu elements. Beautifully, Bhagavan now explains who is His Divine Holiness, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam.
Everything is infinitely powerful. You realize your potentiality. You establish yourself in the completion, space of completion. You are God, that's all. All of us are gods. The first experience is that I was able to see everything around me, above me, the whole 360 degree. I realized not only I was able to see, I was able to feel, experience the skin of the stone on rock on which I was sitting and the skin of this body. Both carry me equally. In both I exist equally. Sangha is a place where the tattvas are taught to you, and till it becomes satya, you are supported. Akhadas are basically founded by Sadashiva himself. All is ganas, Shiva ganas. Exactly the word gana means. In your length, breadth, depth, if you are filled by Shiva, you are Shiva gana. All the Shiva ganas formed the first Akhada. Later on, much later, Kapila Muni organizes Mahanirvani Akhada. Then all other Akhadas. Mahamandaleshwar of Mahanirvani Akhada, the oldest apex body of Hinduism, I welcome every one of you. What I am teaching is from original Agamas Yogapada. The science very clearly declares, Sadashiva is very clear, manifestation of these powers happen when you experience oneness with Sadashiva. choose your guru, the best thing is find a person who is enlightened, experienced, who can play with energy, who can directly transmit experience to you, and who is in tune with the original Shastras, the source of the knowledge. All the revealed scriptures available about the yoga directly by Sadashiva for you to do research, study, practice, question the people who teach.
The science of power manifestation is a gift to the humanity, which is authentic, time-tested, scientific, and foolproof. Diksha, or the initiation from His Divine Holiness, Nithyananda Paramashiva, makes the science directly an experience for the initiates. The experience is directly authenticated by the Pramanas. The Shastra Pramanas, the eternal, unchangeable truth revealed in the source scriptures, the Veda and Agamas. The Apta Pramanas, the experience of the Rishis, Munis, Ganas, Nayanamars, Alvars, and Siddhars, who are the authority of Hinduism, who have scientists who time-tested and verified the science of power manifestation. The Atma Pramanas are the avatar who land on the planet Earth to give a superconscious breakthrough to humanity. His Divine Holiness Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam, this millennium's avatar, personal experience of power manifestation. Shakshi Pramanas, or the experience of the millions of disciples, devotees, and followers initiated into the science of power manifestation by Bhagavan himself. Pratyaksha Pramanas, or the scientific studies which can be measuring the effect of being in the enlightened state. Powerful cognition from Bhagavan Satsang.
What is fear? All the fear, please listen once more. Fear is not absence of a thought. Fear is not a thought. Fear is not absence of an emotion. Fear is not an emotion. Fear is just absence of your consciousness. Absence of your consciousness. Fear is absence of your consciousness. Ultimately, all fears comes out of your inauthenticity. Listen. When you feel something you have can be lost, and you are not ready to face the loss, fear starts. It can be as simple as little money you have in your purse to your life itself. Listen. When something can be lost and you can't face the loss, you feel you can't face the loss. It is your inauthenticity with your life. Inauthenticity with your life is the source of all fears. The fear of losing few dollar bills in your purse to fear of losing your life. Everything is just because of you not coming to terms with the truth of anything is, will be at some time not. Listen. Anything is now at some day will become non-existence, will not be there. When you are not ready to face the reality, when you are not authentic enough to face the life, happens inauthenticity.
Now let's go to the Shastra Pramana.
स्वदेहे जगतो वापि सूक्ष्मसूक्ष्मतराणि च तत्त्वानि यानि निलयं ध्यात्वान्ते व्यज्यते परा.
Vijnana Bhairava Tantra, Sutra 54, Dharana 31, Bhagavan Paramashiva says, cognize deeply that from the subtle to the subtlest constitutive principle of your whole body or the whole universe simultaneously consist of the essential reality. They are being absorbed in the source cause, Paramashiva. By the experience of such restful awareness, one becomes complete from all thoughts, and the ultimate universal divine power, Paradevi Adi Shakti, is revealed and the supreme power manifestation happens. Bhagavan very seriously, very beautifully says how when we are conscious, there is no such thing as fear. Only when your not consciousness is there, the fear can even happen. Fear is out of the inauthenticity trying to overpower us, the powerlessness of the inauthenticity, which is the reason why we have fear. Continuously living in inauthentic, irresponsible, casual way will lead some point of missing something and leads us to the fear, because we forget what we are and we continue to go on trying to justify us with reasons and complaints. Leaving the reasons and complaints and incompletions, when we stand up to the authenticity and take the responsibility of I am Paramashiva, all the fears will start manifesting. Bhagavan beautifully says how everything has to disappear one day. And living without it, living without anything, once you're in the space of aparigraha, that nothing is needed for you to get fulfilled or get you to live a life. All you need is your powerful space of Paramashiva. I am Paramashiva, and He is there to take care of you. He is the one who is breathing through you. He is the one who is digesting your food into blood. He is the one who is manifesting, even moving your body as you walk or as you talk, which is the most complex things. He can also bring food to your mouth. He can also bring all the things that you need for your survival. You don't have to have the fear and get into incompletion. More and more, you're authentic and integrated to the space. I am Paramashiva. Declare your space. Paramashiva is my only resource, and He will protect me. Simply, He will protect and take care of your ultimate possibilities. Each and every situation, when we take the responsibility, when we shift to authenticity, who we are and what is the real purpose of us to manifest the wealth, health, relationship, simply we'll be able to manifest all that, and ultimately the Paramashiva space itself, Paramashiva Gadi itself. Now let's go to the Apta Pramana. Apta Pramana for body scanning healing major disease. Arunagiri Nadar was attracted to the pleasures of flesh and spent his youth in pursuing a life of all kind of wrong things. At one point, he decided to end his life, went to a temple and hit his head against the pillar and stepped, begging for forgiveness. He considered jumping to his death from the temple tower, but according to the legend, the god Muruga himself prevented him from committing suicide, cured his leprosy, showed him a path of reform and pity, initiated him to create devotional song, Tirupurgar songs for benefit of the mankind. Source Life History of Arunagiri Nadar by Kripananda Variyar. Let's go to Atma Pramana. Atma Pramanas are Bhagwan's Leela. Do we have tantrum child inside you? Please understand this is one of the biggest revelation which is going to help you all in millions who are coming to completing in a very simple and beautiful way. The scanning I did during the time of past life regression. Whenever the past life memory opens up, there will be a heavy incompletion, like suddenly you discover a wound with so much of pus. Bhagwan simply narrates.
Once various states in your life, beautifully Shivasutra puts it, whether healing a physical disease or manifesting the life as you want, if an enlightened master holds the space for you, means holds you in his consciousness, like mother holding a child. I'll say one step further. Mother holding a baby inside the womb. When he holds the space of Advaita for you, you may jump here, you may jump there, you may do this, you may do that, you may do it rightly or wrongly, but you will break all your incompletions in his space, because end of the day you are inside his space. You can kick with right hand, right leg, left leg, you can even fall, but you will fall only in his lap. So when an enlightened master holds the space for you, you are in his breathing space and he holds you consciously. You go through all your incompletions smoothly and complete and be relieved. So whenever I sit here, I hold all of you into that space. I program it automatic, and then I sit silently or sit with my some other job or whatever I am attending, but I will be sitting. This time, when I was sitting, I just suddenly thought, I wanted to exactly see the depth and detail, what happens in your physiological system. See, physical is different, physiological is different, psychological is different. The psychological effect, we know what happens after the completion. After completion, what happens in your system, in your mind, we know all that. What happens after the completion, even in your physiology, we know it. I wanted to know exactly what is happening, how this fire is melting the butter. Butter is your incompletion, fire is my space. How this fire is melting your butter. How when I hold the space for you, your incompletions melts down, you relieve it and relieve it. I just wanted to see exact process where, see, when you heat up a vessel and put that butter, how it melts and becomes ghee. At one point there will be sound where the heat and the butter is meeting and the butter becoming ghee. That sound will come. I wanted to know where in your system exactly that sound is coming. Where the consciousness, the completion, melts your incompletion and you melt, you become complete. Where it happens, how it happens. So I decided to look into some of the disciples' inner space. But as an enlightened ethics, I cannot look in, I cannot enter unless you permit. But one good thing, I had few kotaris and tanedars and mahans who never put door for me, who never put any gate. So always says, no, look inside and clean whatever need to be cleaned up. For whom I am the permanent scavenger, permanent cleaner. I decided through them I'll look in and see what happens in their system. Please understand, this is one of the biggest revelation which is going to help all of you and millions who are going to come for completely completing in a very simple, very beautiful way. The scanning I did during the time of past life regression. If you have done earlier IAs, you will find this IA is the first time after the completion I made you all sit in the past life regression before sending you for lunch. That was the time I was scanning. That was the time I was scanning. Listen, whenever the past life memories open up, there will be a heavy incompletions. I can't even describe. It's almost like suddenly you discover a wound with so much of pus. It will be like that. So I was looking into I've taken around at least 10 specimens of various type and started looking in how this me holding the space of Advaita completes them, melts those pains and incompletions and pus away and relieves them. Understand, please listen. Please listen. This is the key word. Whenever you are sitting for completion, just sit with that heaviness on you. Whatever heaviness you feel as incompletion, if you see one part of you is always a tantrum throwing child. It does not want life, it does not want work, it does not want responsibility, it does not want society, it does not want even completion, it does not want yoga, it doesn't want anything, it just wants to cry, throw tantrum. It is like a mother holding a child and child is all the time kicking the mother. Leave me, I'm going where? I don't know. What are you going to do? No, I don't know. What's your goal? I don't know. Why are you crying? I don't know. No, one part of you is that tantrum throwing child. How many of you recognize there is a part of you which is constant tantrum throwing child? Just sit with that child. Decide, okay, what can be done? You are like this, I am like this, let us sit together. Don't bring your grown-up intelligence to complete that child or relive, nothing. Just sit with that child. That's all I am saying. Tell yourself clearly, listen, this has to be very clearly understood. There is part of you which has already tasted completion and complete. There is part of you which is tantrum throwing child. It wants to break everything. House need to be cleaned? No, I am throwing the house. Job need to be attended? No, I am resigning from it. Car need to be cleaned? No, I am throwing it away, junking it. You have to go to school? No, I want to burn the school. You have to dress up? No, I don't want to. You have to do completion? No, I don't want to. It just throws tantrum, doesn't want to do anything. Let you sit with the space of your completion one side, the other side the tantrum throwing child. It doesn't want to do anything with your logic. It says, I am on strike. Please understand, inside all of us, there is a professional protesting, tantrum throwing child, which protests even against the protest. After protesting 2 days, throwing tantrum, I want to lie down all the time in the bed, I don't want to do anything. All right, you lie down. After 2 days, third day, I can't even lie down in the bed. I'm feeling like burning, suffocating, everything is burning, head to toe, I don't know what to do, I want to do something. All right, come on, then let's go to office, or let's go to the temple, let's go to mall. No, I don't want to do any of that. Then let's lie down. No, I don't want to lie down, it is suffocating. The tantrum throwing child should never be handled logically. Please listen, this is the key word. Do not ever try to have a conversation with the tantrum throwing child. The more conversation you have, more frustrated you will become. Because the tantrum throwing child is not debating with you, he is protesting against you.
Beautiful. Bhagavan spoke about tantrum throwing child, which creates so much of incompletion in us, and letting go that completion. Now let's go to Shakshi Pramana. Shakshi Pramanas are the initiated disciple devotees all over the world experiencing the power manifestation and sharing their beautiful testimonial. Let's listen to the devotee for manifesting power of body scanning, healing major disease completely.
Nithyanandam, this is Sriman Sri Nithyananda. I actually wanted to share my healing experiences with Swamiji, my Guru, His Holiness Sri Paramahamsa Sri Nithyananda, the greatest healer. And in my life, I experienced one such healing miracle when my dad was diagnosed of lymphoma cancer in 2012, and Swamiji successfully healed him amazingly, and 4 or 5 years later from now, he is still hale and healthy, and he has attended inner awakening program, and also he loves my dad loves Swamiji now, and he has been doing all the normal things, and cancer has not come back in him, reoccurred in him again at all. And it has been such a blessing, for me and my family. And my dad was initially diagnosed, of cancer in May 2012, and a lot of things happened, during that time while he was in United States. We lived in the United States, and now he was flown back to India, and initially Swamiji asked him to come to the ashram for the first 15-20 days, while we were trying to find a good doctor for him to get the chemos done. So in the first 15 days Swamiji, just with spiritual Nitya healing, so beautifully had changed, the stage 4 cancer to stage 2 after we medically took, the report. before and after the healing happened. Our initial report, when he was diagnosed, showed he had stage 4 cancer, and then 15 days after, he was continuously healed without any medication in between. Just the Nitya healing had changed, my dad's cancer condition from stage 4 to stage 2, and the doctors were speechless. They did not have, they could not explain how this thing happened. And no, because we did not have any medication prescription, any of the medicines that he had taken. And then after, we found a really good doctor with Swamiji's grace and blessings. We were able to he was able to have one cycle of chemotherapy, and within a matter of three and a half to 4 months, he was successfully cured.
Prataksha Pramana. Scientific studies, what can be measured, measuring the effect of being in enlightenment state. Healing visible on brain activity. On April of 2005, His Divine Holiness Bhagwan Nithyananda Paramashivam met with Dr. William Collins, a leading researcher and neurofeedback specialist in St. Louis, USA. He requested to study the brain activity of Swamiji along with that of a patient at the time he was healing the latter. The patient was injured in a car accident 10 years earlier and consequently suffered from affected nerves. "The world is not going to believe this," exclaimed Dr. Collins at seeing the outstanding observations recorded. Source taken from Avatar Shastra, Chapter 1, an introduction, page 60 and 61, paragraph titled During Healing. Now, we will watch a video presenting the scientific research and discovered phenomena on Swamiji during the healing meditation and enlightenment.
Like most enlightened masters, one of the unique gifts that Nithyananda has to offer to humanity is healing, called as Nithya spiritual healing. Nithya spiritual healing has been baffling the medical world, healing people from migraine to cancer. He has personally touched and healed thousands of people all over the world. Nithyananda participates and encourages scientific researchers to derive evidences for meditation and healing through meditation. Research has been done on the brainwave patterns, heart rate variability, and skin conductance level tests when Nithyananda was healing. The heart rate variability analysis is a useful tool to explore energetic transactions between two subjects. As shown in the graph, shifts in the power spectra signal were recorded in the receiving volunteer during healing by Swamiji, and also when Swamiji was sending healing energy into the room, not specifically directed to any subject. The skin conductance level is a measure of skin conductance to electricity. Sensors were fitted to the fingertips of Swamiji, and during healing, sudden increase in skin conductance level was observed as Swamiji is running energy to deliver during healing. Both heart rate variability and skin conductance level showed that during healing there is increased level of sympathetic autonomic nervous system activity as the energy is focused for healing.
Setting up for healing major diseases through body scanning. Camera and timestamp, Nyananjan, a pencil and paper, a partner who can be healed. Please make them to sit comfortably and make them understand the whole process, how we are going to manifest the powers and how we are going to share to the world. Let us set up the camera. Download the timestamp app, click on the video, ensure that the time is shown on the screen clearly. Make sure the camera is facing you and the partner. Make sure it is very bright and a quiet place so that you can capture these moments, these awesome moments in your camera. Don't miss capturing these moments. Guidelines: turn on the video camera, apply the Jnana, bring your awareness to the third eye. Scan your partner and heal for any major disease through the third eye. If the partner feels completely healed and have taken a report, medical report, saying that they are completely healed, you have manifested the power. If they are only feeling some Kundalini energy or got some help in feeling better, you have started manifesting the power. Celebrate and share the videos with the world. You will simply start seeing more and more power manifestation happening through you. Verify the video is authentic, where share your videos with others, family and friends with powerful cognition, and listen to others' experience of the power manifestation for entanglement. Power manifestation instructions. Let's sit straight, the head, neck and back in a straight line, so that beautifully the Kundalini energy raises to the Agnya where the manifestation happens. Usually our awareness is on Muladhara, Swadhisthana and Manipuraha, where navel center, your below navel center. Here, bringing the awareness to your third eye and sitting straight will give us amazing possibility of power manifestation. Now let's understand few words that Bhagavan is repeatedly using. Shaktipada, oneness, be unclutched, initiation. So here first we will see in Bhagavan's words what is Shaktipada.
Let me give an introduction about what is Shaktipada process. Please understand. You would have seen or heard about how the chicken sits on the egg and hatches. Of course, in the modern countries, this does not happen. Machine sits on the egg and our egg sits on the machine. In those days, originally when hens and chicken were getting produced on the planet Earth, the hen used to sit on the chicken and hen used to sit on the egg, and the chicken will come out of the egg. See, same way, Sadashiva sitting means the ultimate cosmic energy sitting on the individual soul and making the individual soul into cosmic energy is Shaktipada. Hence, sitting on the egg and making the chicken happen, same way. You may think, how come, what is going on here? That hen is only sitting just by the body heat of the hen, the egg is becoming chicken. Because no surgery is done and nothing goes inside. It's only sitting. Same way, it is just sitting. It's only the presence, the Shaktipada, makes the individual soul into cosmic soul.
Beautifully, Bhagavan explained Shaktipada, how individual soul becomes cosmic soul. And let's listen to initiation.
You see, let me explain the initiation. Initiation is the process beyond your intellectual understanding. The transmission of lamp happens. Now, you understood something intellectually. There is something which is not understood, which can't be transmitted through the words. That is transmitted. That's what we call initiation. Sometimes I tell people that unless you are initiated, the techniques do not create the result. The reason is you do not grasp completely whatever is expressed through words. Initiation is like it just transmits whatever need to be transmitted beyond logic and beyond words. People ask me, why to wear this bracelet or this mala and all those things. This all will remind you. Why bracelet in the hand? It will remind you, before eating, did you meditate? It's a constant reminder. Before eating, let you be reminded, did you do the meditation? That is why this bracelet. That is why this mala. That is why this external things. Sometimes this external things does a big job of reminding you constantly. That is why take the help of external things also, nothing wrong. People ask me, why we can just be spiritual without having external things? If you can, really you are welcome. But I don't think anybody who speaks in that way is successful. I've never seen people becoming successful avoiding the external things, just having internal things. And it is just nice way of escaping from yourself.
Beautifully, Bhagavan explained initiation. Let's listen to be unclutched. What is to be unclutched?
The thoughts, every thought is independent, illogical, unconnected, and unclutched. Because the gap between two thoughts is too small. The neutral space between the two thoughts is too small. You think all the thoughts are connected and it is in the shape form. It is not. By your very nature, every thought is independent, illogical, unconnected, and unclutched. Between every thought, you experience a neutral space. When you change the gear, whether you go from neutral to 1 or 1 to 2 or 2 to 3 or 3 to 4 or 4 to whatever gears you may change, but every time you have to come to the neutral space. Only then you can go to the next gear. Even if you want to go from 2 to 3, you have to come to the neutral space. Only then you can go to 3. Same way, between every thought, you experience a neutral space. You experience a neutral space between every thought. Between every thought. That neutral space, that silence is what I call peace or bliss. The peace which exists, the bliss which exists already in you, between every thought, the gap of the thought, the gap between the thoughts, that neutral space is the peace, is the bliss. When you understand you are unconnected, independent, illogical, and unclutched, by your very nature, you will start experiencing the neutral space in you, neutral space which exists in you. You will start living from moment to moment in spontaneity. We need to understand one more thing. This technique of being unclutched, it does miracles in your being. In the body level, or in the mental level, or in the being level. In every level, when you understand the truth, by your very nature, you are unclutched. The tremendous quantum transformation. You take a quantum jump. The transformation happens in quantum, not step by step. Just one jump. You take a quantum jump and experience the truth awakening in you.
The oneness space is the most beautiful space that Bhagavan himself is explaining how we are ferocious. Beyond the tiredness and boredom, we can experience the space of oneness and be unclutched.
Oneness is not imagination. Oneness is not visualization. Oneness is not even just declaration. It is your existence. An idea which is you is oneness. The idea which has become part of your very space, which does not tire you or bore you by the passage of the time, is oneness. Mahadeva says in the Agama, Sadashiva beautifully explains in the Agama, Kala, Yama cannot tire you or bring boredom to you if something becomes your space. Devi achieved the blissful state and union with Mahadeva on Shivaratri day because her space became oneness. Anything which brings tiredness or boredom has not yet become your space. If living in this body brings you tiredness and boredom, you are not going to be living in this body forever. When that becomes too much, you are going to drop it and move ahead. If you want to be in oneness forever, it should become part of your space, means you should become ferocious with you and break this very tiredness and boredom. Only when you deal you with the ferociousness, you break the tiredness and boredom. With that ferociousness, you need to make oneness as your space. Anything stands as an imagination in the length level, visualization in the breadth level, declaration in the depth level. If you open your time with ferociousness, it just sinks into space level. With this ferociousness, the time layer in you opens, and the oneness from imagination to visualization to declaration, it becomes your space, the way of existence.
The most important, Bhagavan says, being unclutched, understanding the Shaktipada, the oneness space, and chanting the Mahavakya. The Mahavakya, the power of the Mahavakya pushes you into the higher states of consciousness. Here Bhagavan himself explains how we can experience the Shaktipada, raised higher consciousness through Mahavakya.
It's one of the very important revelation by Sadashiva. All the electronic equipments work when the electrons are made to vibrate. That happens by the light. When the electricity is supplied, the light particle vibrates, the electronic equipment starts working. Just like that, the spiritual power and the umbilical cord connection, spiritual umbilical cord connection between you and me, it works with sound particle. For example, my integrity with the cosmos, Sadashiva, Mahasadashiva, it reverberates in certain level of frequency. When you are integrated to me, you also start reverberating in the same frequency. If your integrity goes down, that is when you start connecting with me only as a manager or this organization head or your Purvashram father, mother. Your connection with me goes down to the lower level if the integrity gets reduced. I was wondering, what is the way we can bring people to the higher integrity immediately and the feeling connection? So they start manifesting the powers. They start staying in the space of Sadashivatva. Sadashiva revealed a beautiful sound. I can tell you, this is like a password. At any point, if you are not able to bring yourself to oneness, you are a little shaken, disturbed, or for some reason, you are not able to bring yourself to oneness. This is like a password. You type, whether your mind feels connected or not, the energy will start flowing in you beyond the depth dimension. You see, all mind oscillation, restlessness, all mental idea based feeling connected or not feeling connected is only length, breadth, depth level, not in the space level. But this sound will straight infuse energy from the space level. Like for example, if the power goes off, automatically the generator will get switched on and the power supply will be going on. So end result will not be lost. Whether government power supply or the generator power supply, end result will not be stopped. So whenever you feel little that oneness is, you are not catching it, just feed this password. Immediately the oneness will open up and you will start manifesting the powers, energy, and the whole space will shift. It is directly from Sadashiva. It's a beautiful sound. I don't even want to say it's a mantra. It is not even a mantra because there is no meaning in it. You can't derive a meaning for it. It just flashed like a password for all the initiations I am giving. One single password for all the initiations I am giving. And the initiations I gave, I am giving, I will be giving for all that. This is like one password. Don't even repeat like a mantra. Just feed like a password and it will just open up. Your whole being will open up. Listen carefully. It starts with the vibration Om. Listen and then repeat. Om. Very deep. Om. Nithyananda. Nithyananda. Maha Sadashivoham.
So Bhagavan gave beautiful explanation of how you can be in Shaktipada. Visualize Paramashiva who has come down as Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam from Kailasha. Remembering Paramashiva in your third eye, again and again, bringing your awareness to your third eye simply makes you manifest powers. Absolute unclutching. How Bhagavan said, the neutral zone, nothing ever touches the screen. Like same way, the movie does not touch the screen, whether it is happening in ferocious or any soft, beautiful, nothing touches the screen. Be unclutched like the screen. And to experience the state of Paramashiva, your inner space being completely unclutched. Complete completion to experience the space of Paramashiva. Inside us, the complete completion happens when we are in tune with Paramashiva. That everything is redundant and irrelevant. The essence of completion is irrelevant. Nothing matters in your life because everything is complete completion. Oneness with Paramashiva. How Bhagavan said, in ferocious breaking the boredom and tiredness, just being in the space of oneness with Paramashiva to manifest the powers of Paramashiva. Tyaga as Paramashiva is your only strength, now declaring complete integrity with Bhagavan to experience the being of Paramashiva. How Bhagavan said, chanting the Mahavakya raises your frequency and that is your only strength to manifest any reality. Being in this beautiful space of Paramashiva, you can experience such a beautiful space, state, powers, and becoming the being of Paramashiva, manifesting whatever you want. Now, you'll be manifesting the powers, watching the oneness capsule, and chanting the Mahavakya, Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. We'll be playing the Mahavakya and the oneness capsule for you to manifest powers. At end of the Mahavakya, you can start with the verification and sharing and causing. Thank you.
Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om 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 Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eyes. Let the Amrita pour, let the Vani open up, manifest in all of us. Let Paramashiva overflow, manifest the powers in all our third eyes. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. 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 Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eyes. Let the Amrita pour, Let the Vani open up, manifest in all of us. Let Paramashiva overflow, manifest the powers in all our third eye. Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. 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 Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eyes. Let the Amrita pour, let the Vani open up. Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. Om Paramashivoham. Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eyes. Let the Amrita pool, let the Vani open up, manifest in all of us. Let Paramashiva overflow, manifest the powers in all our third eyes. Om Jnana Paramashivam. 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 Om Nithyananda 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 Paramashivam. Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eyes. Let the Amrita pour, let the Vani open up, manifest in all of us. Let Paramashiva overflow, manifest the powers in all our third eyes. Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. 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 Om Paramashivoham. Nithyananda 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 Paramashivoham. Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eyes. Let the Amrita pour, let the Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. 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 Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eyes. Let the Amrita pour, let the Varni open up, manifest in all of us. Let Paramashiva overflow, manifest the powers in all our third eyes. Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. 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 Om Nithyananda Paramashivam.
Verification process. No video editing or Shakti Avishkarna video. No verification, no stopping and starting of the video during the process of manifestation. All videos are verified with the timestamp and wide angle view. No seeing the how, no clues or hint should be given. No Bluetooth or gadgets. If you would like to use Yantra, Kavi, Aushada, banyan leaf, mirror, Paramashivashila, please do so. Authentically scan and heal the person on the major disease, and they feel completely healed as per the medical report. Wonderful. You have manifested authentically the power manifestation of healing major disease. Thank you for participating in the power manifestation. Beautiful. We are at the end of the power manifestation, but most important part of the power manifestation. Here, we are going to share all that you have manifested with the social media groups. Here we have Sri Kailasha Kotyar Manifesting Power Groups. Thousands of people are part of that. And you can share there and you can post your powerful cognition and the videos. The link is tinyurl.com/power manifestation. It is at the left corner of the page. You can click on it and you can post your beautiful experience in the power manifestation group. Why sharing and causing is very important part of power manifestation. Bhagavan beautifully explains that sharing is pulling us out of delusion and causing is liberating us. We are the ones who need to start experiencing the higher states of reality, how we need to exist. Beautifully, Bhagavan explains when you are sharing with others the ultimate beautiful multidimensional logic, your brain rewires into the higher space of consciousness, the Turyatita state. Again and again, when you experience even a little bit, you share with the world, your experience becomes reality. Same thing when you cause others to come and get initiated for higher reality, you are caused into the higher purpose, the ultimate reality. Bhagavan says extreme causing, extreme power manifestation is extreme causing. So beautifully he explains how our strength is declared on Paramashiva. The power manifestation happens exactly in tune to that. And sharing with the world, continuously reiterating ourselves the experience that we had from the powerful cognition and manifesting the space of Paramashiva, the state of Paramashiva, the beings of Paramashiva, we become Paramashiva. Go on sharing and causing, which is the most important part of how you have experienced your reality. When you go to a temple, we pray and we see that beautiful experience happen in us, and then share with the world that how amazing the temple experience has manifested as your reality. Same way, when you manifest powers, when you share with the world, it becomes more and more the depth cognition of you, and you will be experiencing more powers. Even if you're manifested very small, it does not matter the quantity, Bhagavan says. The quality is important. If it is authentic, please go ahead and share with the world. Do not doubt, have self doubt, self denial, self hatred come and block anything. Experience the ultimate in deep seeking and gratitude. Bhagavan manifest in you with a deep prayer, that asking Bhagavan to make this reality as your existential reality. With that, let's end with the Purna Mantra, thanking Bhagavan for all these great experience. We have come to the end of the Power Manifestation course, and we end with the Purna Mantra. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purna Purnamadashyate Purnasya Purnamataya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Tat Sat Sarvam Bhagavate Sri Nithyananda Parameshivam Padaka Arpanamastu. Om Nithyanandam. Thank you for participating in the Jnana Paddhati, Nithyananda Jnana Paddhati course. Please go ahead and select more power manifestation and every day experience the ultimate reality for yourself. Nithyananda.
Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham